Okay, Assalamualaikum fourth years. Today we are discussing perinatal mortality rate, right? The learning objectives of perinatal mortality, they are: we want to decrease all the factors and causes which lead to high perinatal mortality rates. Number one, and of course, how can we do this? Just to improve the health of the mother, and then of course we want to create awareness about TT vaccination. When you will learn in detail about the causes of the perinatal mortality, then of course you will be well aware how you can decrease the factors. So it's better to go to the topic. And of course we want to improve the status of the woman in the society, so that she can decide about her number of children, when to create, all the factors. We want to give empowerment to the females. This will also decrease the perinatal mortality, right? So of course we will, when go into detail, then we will learn about the learning objectives more precisely, right? Now what is perinatal mortality? First we will discuss this, what is perinatal mortality, and then of course we will come towards the perinatal mortality rate, which is the main topic of discussion today. So what is perinatal mortality? Perinatal means, peri means around, ठीक है? So perinatal, around the natal period, natal during the labor period, or perinatal around the natal period, and mortality you are well aware of it. So in perinatal we include late fetal deaths. This is also called as stillbirth. One is, a live birth, and the other when the baby is born dead, then you call it as dead baby की delivery हो रही है, you call it as stillbirth, right? So in perinatal mortality you include all the late fetal deaths as well as the early neonatal deaths, right? Now what do you mean by early neonate? I will explain it to you. Just to go about the definition of perinatal mortality, it includes late fetal deaths. Late is after 28 weeks of gestation. 28 weeks pass हो चुके हों, then we call it as 29, 30, 31 onwards, we call it as late fetal death. And what is early neonatal death? Early neonatal death is when the baby is born alive and he dies within the first 7 days of his birth. That is called as early neonatal death. So perinatal mortality includes late fetal deaths and early neonatal deaths, right? Now this perinatal mortality, this classification, this is one classification. Then International Classification of Diseases, this define perinatal period which includes late fetal deaths, live births, early neonatal deaths, but all the babies, they should be those who have a minimum birth weight of 1000 grams at birth, right? यहाँ पर बर्थ वेट की कंडीशन है. That all late fetal deaths or live births or early neonatal deaths which are included in perinatal statistics, here the birth weight it should be of 1000 grams or number 2 is at the time of birth 1000 grams. It should be above 1000 grams at birth, right? Or the gestational age it should be of 28 weeks, and if both they are not available, then the body length it should be 35 centimeters. This is the perinatal time period. The babies who are born with these, you will include them in perinatal period, right? So we come to the now perinatal mortality rate. Now WHO has given one definition and then there is another definition. Now this definition which I am telling to you, it is more appropriate for the nations with less well established vital records of stillbirths. Okay. This is for those nations perinatal mortality rate definition. This is for those nations with less established vital records of stillbirth. Then we will come to another definition, of course, of WHO expert committee, but that will be for the countries where the statistics they are more precise. Here now in this definition, this is always used. Perinatal mortality rate, this is a rate. Here on the numerator you write down late fetal deaths plus early neonatal deaths. All these late fetal deaths and early neonatal deaths in 1 year of time period. Duration 1 year, and numerator it is multiplied by 1000 and it is divided by live births in the same duration of the year, right? So this is the how to calculate perinatal mortality rate. You will, number 1, you have the knowledge of late fetal deaths, then you have the knowledge of early neonatal deaths. Early means 0 to 7 days of birth, and this is multiplied by 1000, which is constant, and this is divided by total live births in the same year, right? Same year means आप 1 year duration ले रहे हैं. So this perinatal mortality rate definition which is given by WHO, it is more appropriate, it is the standard definition, and here especially in the nations with less well established vital records of stillbirth. Then there is a difference of denominator of the perinatal mortality rate defined by WHO for the industrially developed nations, and here denominator is different by WHO for the industrially developed nations, and so comparisons become difficult. Why you are calculating perinatal mortality? Because you want to compare your figures of your country with the figures of the other countries which have very low mortality, so that you can also improve your figures. You should learn from those nations who have very low figures, why they are having low figures. You should also want to reduce it. But when the denominator is different, then the comparisons, they become difficult. Here in calculating perinatal mortality rate, here the denominator was live births in the same year, and in the developed countries total live births weighing over 1000 grams at birth. यहाँ पर इन्होंने live births को लिया है, but of course it is related with the birth weight of the baby. Previously it was not related with the birth weight of the babies. Previously it was live births in the same year, the denominator. And here is the live births weighing over 1000 grams at birth. Because they have got very good statistics, so फिर वो perinatal mortality rate, it is more significant as a yardstick of obstetric care as well as the pediatric care, because they have decreased infant mortality rate, so they consider perinatal mortality rate, and of course their denominator is different. When we were discussing about the learning objectives, I told you that we want to improve the maternal health. Why? Because perinatal mortality, it is a yardstick of obstetric care as well as the pediatric care. Remember the significance of perinatal mortality. It is a yardstick of obstetric care and pediatric care, and if the figures they are high, then of course the country it is having poor obstetric care as well as the poor pediatric care. So we want to improve all these cares, and we want to reduce the figures of the perinatal mortality. This was of course our learning objective. Okay. Then I was talking about early neonate. Then who is a neonate, right? The neonate is from a baby who is born till completed 28 days after the birth. 28 दिन का जो बच्चा है, that is called as neonate, and then we divide the neonate into early neonate and late neonate. Early neonate is from birth to 7 days, and the late neonate is from 7 days to 28 days. And the neonatal mortality is number of deaths of children under 28 days of age in a year divided by total live births in the same year. Here all are included. Here in the neonatal mortality, early neonates as well as the late neonates, and in the perinatal mortality you have early neonates, right? This is the difference. Now if we see the UNICEF data on neonatal mortality, then neonatal mortality at a global rate is 19 deaths per 1000 live births. Although this is the global scale, however, statistics of developing nations, I am very sorry, they are very poor, because so many deaths they are not reported. In 2016, globally 2.6 million children they died in the first month of life. 2.6 million babies, neonates, right? They died in their first month of life, and most of the deaths they occur in the first week. फर्स्ट वीक मीन्स अर्ली न्यूनेट, पेरीनेटल मोर्टेलिटी में आ जाती है ये, एंड ऑल्सो अबाउट 1 million ऑन द फर्स्ट डे ऑफ देयर बर्थ, राइट. फर्स्ट डे ऑफ देयर बर्थ मीन्स अगेन दिस इज 1 million, अगेन दिस इज इंक्लूडेड इन perinatal mortality, and another 2.6 million they are stillborns, right. So neonatal mortality rate is 46 deaths per 1,000 live births. The figure is very high. Now why the babies they die, right? Causes of neonatal mortality, especially causes of neonatal mortality, they are directly related to the birth weight and the gestational age. Now then the baby is of low birth weight. Now you have got full lecture of low birth weight babies, and you know the standard criteria to label a child with the low birth weight is 2500 grams. Now you know all the causes which are related to the low birth weight babies. So the mortality, this is directly related to number 1 birth weight, and number 2 is the gestational age. If the baby has not completed his gestation period, then of course he will be small for dates, he will be premature, and of course premature low birth weight, then it becomes difficult to survive, although born alive then, but of course it becomes difficult to survive. Of course then at the time of delivery birth injury can occur, then birth injury, then of course labor when it is prolonged, when it is difficult, there is decrease in the oxygenation of the baby, and of course birth asphyxia, baby is born with the less APGAR score, birth trauma, all these can lead to early neonatal deaths, 0 to 7 days. Then of course infection is always present, and it can occur anytime during the labor, just after the labor. So sepsis or infection, this is also a cause of early neonatal death. Then of course when the placenta it is retained, when the cord it is around the neck of the child, all these conditions they can lead to early neonatal deaths, perinatal mortality. Diarrheal diseases, they are not in the perinatal period, but of course we cannot rule out that there is no cause of diarrheal diseases. Of course diarrheal diseases they can occur 0 to 7 days, although they are of less value. Acute respiratory infection, they can occur at any time, even in the 0 to 7 days, 7 to 28 days afterwards, they can occur at any time. And of course if there is acute respiratory tract infection and there is no medical care provided when the baby is born to a remote area, to a rural area, no medical facilities exist, then of course both the diarrheal diseases and the acute respiratory infections, they both can lead to can increase the mortality, right. Tetanus, it comes on top priority. टेटनस, बल्कि इसको लोग कहते हैं कि 7वें दिन की बीमारी, समथिंग लाइक डैट, इसी तरह से कहते हैं, बिकॉज कि यूजुअली when the cord gets infected and the mother is not immunized against the tetanus, then due to unhygienic practices of delivery, the baby can get tetanus infection, and tetanus infection is very fatal. It's a major cause of perinatal mortality, tetanus. So simple injections, 2 injections of tetanus vaccine during the antenatal period of the mother, this can prevent tetanus disease in the newborns. And the incidence of tetanus is very high. It was very high, although it has gone now to a low level. However, the reason of perinatal mortality due to tetanus deaths is a major cause. This all we were discussing related to the baby, delivery orthy, natal period, labor, birth asphyxias, birth traumas, birth injuries. So these were related to the natal period. And then 0 to 7 days, tetanus, diarrheal diseases, respiratory infections, all these were in during 0 to 7 days. Then of course, one major cause of perinatal mortality, we have to consider the health of the mother. What is the status of the health of the mother at the time of conception, and then for the whole duration of gestation of 9 months, how she maintains her health, how she receives the antenatal care, and then of course immediately care during the labor, and of course immediate care after the birth of mother and the child. They all are very important and they are very significant. If all the conditions they are fulfilled during the time of labor as well as during the antenatal period, then of course we can reduce perinatal mortality. The factors which are related to the mother, there are so many factors. Now, number 1 comes, of course, mother's age of the mother. Age of the mother, it should not be in the teenage, it should not be a teenage pregnancy, it should not be a high risk multi-gravida, of course more than 5 pregnancies. So age of the mother, parity of the mother, then of course literacy of the mother, socio-economic status of the mother, then any conditions of ill health during pregnancy like hypertension, like diabetes, like anemia. There are so many diseases when if the mother is suffering some type of infection, then infection, malaria infection, toxoplasmosis, there are so many infections. So all these mothers suffering from rubella, measles, they affect the child's health. And when the health of the mother is not maintained, then of course either the child will be stillborn or premature death or small for date. And of course small for date babies, they are prone to perinatal mortality. Post-neonatal is the time period of from 28 days onwards, right? We are talking about not the post-neonatal, but of course early neonate. This is the figure which this is very important diagram which is given in your K-Park, and it tells you about the mortality in and around infancy. So when we talk from the left side onwards, we proceed towards the right side. So perinatal death, it includes stillbirths 28 weeks of gestation के बाद, then live births, then 0 to 7 days early neonatal deaths, right? This diagram, it is very important, which shows you starts from 28 weeks of gestation and then birth, live birth, and then is the 7 days time period, then is the 28 days time period, and then is the 1 year time period. So this shows you about infant mortality and divides it into perinatal death, early neonatal death, late neonatal death. Both these early and late neonatal deaths, they comprise and collectively we call them as neonatal deaths. And then from 28 days onwards up to 1 year, it's the post neonatal death, and the whole this from birth to 1 year, this includes infant mortality, right? So this is the infant mortality. So just to summarize, causes of perinatal mortality, we have considered intrauterine causes as well as at the time of birth, birth asphyxia. Now in the uterine, of course, infections, asphyxias, they can, then of course sometimes there are congenital malformations, then sometimes maternal infections, they cause intrauterine deaths, and those deliveries which occur after, which are still births and which occur after 28 weeks of pregnancy and the baby is more than 1000 grams, then of course they are included in perinatal mortality. And at the time of birth, trauma, injury, asphyxia, mishandling, poor hygienic conditions, untrained health personnel, all these can lead to fetal death. Fetal death, no, we will not call it, it's the newborn death or the early neonatal death. Then the low birth weight babies, of course, they are prone to, if not managed properly, then of course they are prone to early deaths. Birth trauma is of any type. Then neonate, it can get infection although the baby is born alive, but of course during the handling, cutting of the cord, then of course baby can get infection from the birth attendant if she has no knowledge of hygienic measures, asepsis, no clean surface, no clean cutting of the cord, then of course the baby can get infection. So as we were summarizing, so there are reasons in the antenatal time period, then there are reasons in the intranatal time period, and then there are reasons in the postnatal from 0 to 7 days, and we have to overcome all these factors. How? Of course, in the learning objectives, I told you about the women empowerment, women education, women awareness. So she will be able to decide after marriage when to conceive, what should be the family planning practices, how much should be the interval between births. Then of course we have to motivate her for breastfeeding and lactation. during the antenatal time period. We have to motivate her for family planning. We have to educate her about the tetanus immunization, then about the weight gain during pregnancy, how to care herself, how to care the baby after delivery. Sometimes the mothers, they are so illiterate, they are teenage pregnancies, and the mother first primary gravida, she is not aware how to handle the child, how to tackle the child. Breastfeeding is such a major problem for them, that because they are very inhibitant to lactate, and the baby is deprived of maternal milk or the breastfeeding. So we have to educate how to lactation management. It's very important. Then of course in the postnatal causes we have discussed all the postnatal causes, and we have given tetanus vaccination. It is very important because neonatal tetanus occurs if the mother is not immunized against the tetanus disease. These are all interventions which I have mentioned you, that you are advising the mother about her health, about her pregnancy, then during pregnancy about the tetanus vaccination, then all the antenatal checkups and examinations. Most of the females, they are anemic, how to control the anemia. Then of course, if there is any disease during pregnancy, or pregnancy is related with non-communicable diseases or communicable diseases, then early treatment of all those diseases as well as the complications. Then of course we have to ask the mode of delivery, whether the woman she wishes for home delivery or she wishes for an institutional delivery, and in the home whether the circumstances they are good for delivery or not. LHV or LHW will pay a visit and see whether the delivery will be aseptic in the home, or otherwise she has to go for an institutional delivery. Then of course immediate care of the newborn. Here the role of the pediatrician is very important. Here the role of birth attendant is very important, as well as the role of LHV and LHW. If home delivery, then they have to pay visit for the newborn so that they can see anything which is unusual happening in the newborn. All these interventions, and after the delivery we have to advise of course for the birth spacing. If the woman she wishes to have more children, then birth spacing, and if she wants no more children, then of course we can advise about the sterilization programs, tubal ligations, or for husband also there are permanent sterilization programs, they are available. So we have to advise the females about the birth spacing and motivate them for the birth spacing. If this, what will this do? This will, how it will reduce perinatal mortality, because when the health of the woman will be good, when she will be in a good state of health, then of course healthy woman will bear a healthy child. But when the woman she has got 4 or 5 children already, she is anemic, She is overburdened. She has got a lot of work. No rest is available for her available. So next pregnancy, if she wants to plan, then it will be very bad for her own health as well as for the future child also. So in order to prevent perinatal mortality, we have to improve the health of the mother. It's very important that the future mother, she should be healthy so that she will plan her pregnancy and there will be less chances of perinatal mortality. Then of course there are also, we have to relate certain causes of mortality to the planners as well as to the environmental factors, which also they come under the planners. That number one, the data is not available. Then what the laws they are made, they are not implemented properly for the welfare of mother and children. Then the budget allocation, of course, it is very poor. Health facilities, although sometimes they exist, sometimes they don't exist, but of course unavailability of trained health personnel at the health facilities. And of course in the environment factor, there are so many social reasons: poor water and sanitation, poor hygienic conditions, then of course non-availability of resources. There are so many causes which lead to high perinatal, high infant mortality, and we have to address all those factors so that we can reduce perinatal mortality. Okay, now go. This finishes your topic of perinatal mortality rate. Now you are advised to go and study from the park because it's very important. Infant mortality is very important, and then in the infant mortality, perinatal mortality is very important. You are supposed to study it thoroughly so that when we will give you the test, MCQs and SCQs, you will be master, right? Okay. Stay healthy, stay safe. I wish you, I pray for you, and we all should pray about this planet, that this planet, it should be, Allah Mia, you should end this pandemic. Please end this pandemic. Please end this pandemic. Okay, Allah Hafiz. तो आप एक सेकेंड आना। वो मुझे ये तो नहीं दबाना था, मुझे क्या कंट्रोल कौन कौन से दबाने थे एंड करने के लिए, मैं भूल रही हूँ।